Toffee Nuts now out and starting to close. Gold Gift, Toffee Nuts, Magic Drum. They're trying to come after the leader. Gold Gift with Toffee Nuts. Toffee Nuts got the prize.
Yeah, great result. Toffee Nuts winning Yarra Glen. Interesting horse. He was as slow a horse as you get, and he just had a couple of preps, and every prep he improved, and now he's sort of a jump and run 1,000-metre horse. So quite amazing how horses can turn around once they learn to do what they're doing. So well done to everybody involved there. Another little homebred here at Emsley Lodge, which was great. I don't know, what do you do with him now? I suppose, you know, you look at his statistics. He's only had a handful of starts for a winner and a couple of placings, so he's probably an above average sort of horse as far as just his form goes. So I'll try and find a nice another little sort of country graded race for him somewhere in the next couple of weeks. Yeah, typically Brazen. I got her in today at Warrnambool. She went really good at Ararat the other day. This looks a tad bit stronger, not overly stronger, but does look a tad bit stronger. But she should just get a nice run, get given every chance again. End of the day, 1,400 metre maiden, that's got her written all over it. So I expect her to be a place chance or better today at Warrnambool. Blow in here, he goes to Warrnambool today. Interesting horse. I thought he was good first up. He got a long way back and sort of worked home. And he was beaten about 6 lengths, but I thought he was really strong through the line. He went really good for his first start at him. Goes up to the 1,400 today. Hopefully he can land that sort of 2 or 3 pairs closer. If he can do that, he's going to be around about the mark. The sort of one of the favourites in the race only finished about 2 lengths in front of us the other day. So if he can sort of find that in the first half of the race, he's going to be pretty competitive. But I really like him. He's just so young, and he sort of does a fair bit wrong. But I think with 2 or 3 runs under his belt, he's going to jump out of the ground, this little horse, because he can really gallop, and he gallops up with a couple of my better horses here. So I think there's a lot of upside to him. That's Blow In today at Warrnambool. Grable goes to Warrnambool today. Arguably could have won her last 2, so she probably gets one more chance at this sort of grade. Look, it's just going good. It'll bounce from a wideish sort of gate. It'll just roll across. Should just sit outside the leader. If not, might be running 3rd, but I don't even care if it leads. But fit, healthy. You look at her, she's in outstanding order. Pretty disappointed she hasn't won one of her last 2. She's probably just been a bit of a victim of circumstances. So little Grable goes to Warrnambool today. We'll see how she goes. Inyangani goes to Moonee Valley Friday night in a mile class 1. Look, she was fantastic when she won the other day over the 1450. Goes up to the mile. That sort of looks like it'll suit. Pretty happy with the track work. Just a difficult horse. She's just so reliant on how the races run. You know she's probably going to be back last most of the way, and then sort of pull out. And you know, if the valley's sort of red hot on speed, well, it just sort of takes these sort of horses right out of play. It's always a difficult horse. These horses, I reckon, when they always sort of get back. You're so reliant on what else goes on in the race. But all we can do is take her to the races fit and healthy, and we're certainly doing that on Friday. Ronamigo, geez, he was probably disappointing the other day at Werribee. He loomed up, put his head in front and didn't go on with it. And geez, he's disappointing, I tell you. I might even back him up Sunday. We might even put him on the online auction this week and see what sort of money he's worth. But I thought he had absolutely every chance to win the other day, and probably at the end of the day we'll probably walk away a bit disappointed. So he might go round on Sunday at Maui. It doesn't look any stronger than the races he's been running in. He's only been getting beaten a length or so in those races, so he probably gets every chance again on Sunday if we run him. Big Zippity Zoustar. I've got him in at Terang on Monday. I'll accept with him and see how we go. He's only had the 2 trials. Really difficult because both his trials have been completely different. So I haven't really got my idea of his ideal race pattern yet. But it's either take him to the trials again or take him to the races. And I think he's ready to race. So he's certainly galloping up great. Big horse. So I don't actually mind if he draws barrier 10 or something. We can jump out, and I'd almost prefer him sort of sitting 3 wide in a race than sort of being locked away on the fence, because he's such a big sort of going horse, you know. But lovely animal. Bought him as a weanling, and now he's sort of got to the races as a nice 3-year-old. So see how we go with him. But yeah, I probably will run him if the race looks like a nice sort of race. Big Smoking Soldier here. I got him in at Terang on Monday. He's bloody disappointing last start. I just thought he had every chance. Got very well ridden. He's probably been very well ridden his last couple, and just he wasn't too far away from him at Camperdown. But I thought the other day at Ararat, he sort of, I don't know, I thought he had every chance. So just going to change his work up a little bit, give him one more crack at something and see where we're at. But I'll just put a fair bit of interval training into him this week and really sort of do a fair bit of dash up stuff with him. But he sort of loomed up there the other day, come off their heels, and I just thought he just needed to sprint home. And he sort of plodded home a little bit. So I'm not sure if he's looking for the 2,000 metres or what he is, but I'll keep him at the mile and just change his work up a little bit, but he'll probably go to Terang on Monday. I got my Letus in at Sandown on Wednesday on a benchmark 70, 2,400 metres. I'd take him there. I don't know. I'll give him a gallop Saturday morning. Raced the other day and was just probably a good thing beaten. And at the end of the day, he's run bloody midfield, you know. So I'll just see how he works. He did really feel that run a little bit. So I just want to make sure that he's 100% before we go back to the races. And he does cope with a little bit of time between runs, so that doesn't bother me. But more than likely, he'll go to Sandown on Wednesday.
G'day guys, welcome to Around the Stables. This week's horse is a 3-year-old gelding by Zoostar called Zippity Zoustar. Lovely big natured animal. He sort of been a bit of a work in progress. He was always a massive horse, but sort of just taken a while to grow into himself. He had an old scar on one of his legs that sort of just took a little bit of time to heal, and sort of we've just sort of given him plenty of time and let him fill out and things like that. And I think we'll reap the rewards later on. He's certainly a horse that can really gallop. He's a bit sort of big gangly early, but he's really starting to flatten out in sort of the last month, and yeah, really like the way he's been working up here at the farm. He's had a couple of trials. He missed the start in the first trial, and then he sort of jumped out really well and led. So been a bit of a hard horse to sort of get a line on as far as trials go. So I think we'll probably get more benefit taking to the races. The 1,400 metre maiden at Terang, nice big track that will certainly let this horse sort of come out nicely, let him find his feet early, and he can just wind up and go through his gears, and I've got no doubt he'll be hitting the line really strongly. He's a horse that from day dot has always done everything right and wanted to please you, and I think that'll certainly take him a long way in his career, and yeah, can't wait to get him to the racetrack on Monday, and yeah, I think he's really got a bright future for the stable.
That's it for another week at Emsley Lodge. Thanks for watching. We've had a pretty busy week this week. Took about 8 down to the trials at Colac the other day. Quite a few 2-year-olds. I think there was only one horse in the whole bunch of them that had even had a race start. So a lot of unraced sort of horses there. A few of the 2-year-olds probably go to the paddock after that and swap them over. A couple of the older horses sort of aren't too far away. Ziggy and Young Hostess probably get to the races the next couple of weeks. A couple of nice sort of chances today, and then sort of Monday, a couple of other chances sort of going around at Terang. So I think Zippity Zoustar will be an interesting horse. He's a bloody nice horse, so see how he goes. Other than that, might take my leaders to town on Wednesday. Interesting to see how Inyangani goes on Friday night. She sort of won pretty well the other day, so she'll get her chance to sort of match it in town and sort of see where exactly we're at with her. Until next week, see you later. Now, one penny red, one penny red. One penny red, one pretty good, one really well. We head off to Kyneton on Friday. 1 penny red, one really well the other day. I just can't do it.